Hello again and welcome back. Welcome to class number 184. Not bad. We have completed 183 classes up to now, which means that we only have 12 classes left. Yes, only 12. That's 2 weeks and 2 days. Okay, 10 classes plus 2. We have 12 classes left. So, we're getting closer and closer to the end. We're slowly approaching the day of reckoning. The day of reckoning en inglés es el día del juicio final, pero esto es juicio not final. Yeah. Intermediate judgment, okay? Because we need to make a decision to continue in the intermediate program or not. Of course, my recommendation is that you continue in the intermediate program as an official student because the focus is much better. But nevertheless, it's your decision. If you don't, you're making a big mistake because it will nullify or reduce the benefit of what you have done up to now. You must never give up. No se vence a nada importante ni a nadie importante si uno tira la toalla. Churchill, en las horas más bajas de la batalla de Gran Bretaña, the Battle of Britain, caían bombas de los nazis y decía, we shall never surrender, jamás nos rendiremos. And you should never surrender with English. Never surrender. Attack, attack, attack. Ataques de guerrilla y ataques frontales en inglés. But never stop. Uno de los secretos de gente que ha llegado a buen puerto con el inglés, siempre pregunto, oye, ¿cómo aprendiste? ¿Cómo llegaste a ese nivel de inglés? Para muchos es porque nunca dejaron de recibir clases, nunca dejaron de estudiar inglés. Incluso en sus horas bajas de moral, seguían yendo a clase. Incluso cuando les tocaba profesores que no les gustaba, seguían yendo. The contact. Igual que las olas conforman una playa y crean unos acantilados preciosos, el impacto diario o semanal, sin parar, año tras año, al final deja una huella y hablas inglés bien. Pero los que lo paran, lo dejan, picotean alrededor del problema de inglés, luego se retiran, una incursión 2 años más tarde, y luego una retirada por desidia o por el motivo que sea. Nunca. Los llamo a esos carne de cañón de las academias de inglés. Nos nutrimos económicamente de gente como ellos. Ellos nunca aprenden, pero nosotros sí llenamos en parte las arcas, gracias a lo que, igual que los que se apuntan a los gimnasios y luego no van. Pagan una mensualidad, un semestre y no van. That's normal. Y lo mismo pasa en nuestro sector. Okay, so you must continue. You must continue. There is no alternative. There's an option to continue or to continue. Ya está. Sí o sí. Camera number 1, please. All right. Saw. I never saw Napoleon Bonaparte because he died before I was born. I never saw Franklin Roosevelt because he died before I was born. I never saw my big brother because he died before I was born, when he was only 9 days old. Maybe I wouldn't be here if he had lived. I don't know. I never saw Julius Caesar because he died long before I was born. I never saw a dinosaur because the dinosaurs became extinct millions of years before I was born. I never saw a locomotive, an old steam locomotive, working normally because they were obsolete by the time I was born. When I was a teenager, between the age of 13 and 19, I saw a lot of good athletes. I saw a lot of good football players because I played with them, American football. I saw a lot of good soccer players. I saw a lot of good tennis players. I saw a lot of good golfers. No decimos golf players, jugadores de golf, we say golfistas, okay? I saw a lot of good golfers. I saw a lot of good runners. Yes, I saw a lot of good athletes when I was a teenager. And I saw a lot of good television shows. I remember. I honestly think television was more entertaining 40 years ago than today, okay? I remember I saw a lot of good television series when I was a teenager. Yes, I saw a lot of good movies. Let's see, I saw The Sound of Music, Sonrisas y Lágrimas, I think when I was about 13. I saw Lawrence of Arabia, I think when I was 11. I saw Bridge on the River Kwai when I was 10. I saw Quo Vadis when I was 8. I saw, let's see, I saw The Godfather when I was 20. I read The Godfather when I was 16 or 17. Yeah. But I saw The Godfather in the movie theater when I was 20. I saw Star Wars in 1977. Yes, here in Madrid. I saw it twice in 2 days. The first day I saw it in English on a special showing, very special. I saw it first in English, and on the second day I saw it in Spanish, the first Star Wars. I saw it twice in 1977. I saw Uno de Nuestros Amigos, Uno de los Nuestros. I saw that in 1993. I saw, okay? I saw Malditos Bastardos. Yes, I saw that 2 months ago. Yes. But when I was a teenager, I saw a lot of movies. I saw a lot of movies. Now I don't see too many movies. But when I was a teenager, I saw a lot of movies. And when I was a child, on television, in my bedroom, I had a TV, and I saw a lot of movies on TV. Okay, I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Hello? Hello? Can you see me? Can you see me? Ah, good. Yes. You can see me now, right? You can see me. Did you see me yesterday? Yes? Oh, good. Can you see Esther? Can you see her? It's Esther, ladies and gentlemen. Can you see her? There she is. How are you, Esther?
I'm fine, thank you, Kyle.
Good, good, good. Can they see us?
Yes, they can.
They can see us. Can we see them?
No, we can't.
We can't see you. You can see us, but we can't see you. So yes, the verb to see. Every day I see. Yesterday I
So,
saw. Saw. Look at my mouth. Saw. Saw. Did you see a good movie yesterday?
yes, I saw a good movie yesterday.
Yeah. She saw a good movie yesterday. Really?
Yes, really.
Ask me if I saw a good movie yesterday.
Did you see a good movie yesterday?
Did you see a good movie yesterday? No, I didn't. Not yesterday. No, I didn't see a good movie yesterday. Did you see the show yesterday? Did you see the show?
Yes, I saw the show yesterday.
Was it good?
Yes, it was,
Of
it
course.
was good.
Of course it was good. It's always good, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, yeah, okay. Did you see yourself on television last week?
Yes, I saw myself on television last week.
Did you see Esther on television last week? Did you? Yes, I saw Esther. I saw her. I saw Esther on television last week. But I didn't see myself. I saw Esther, but I didn't see myself. I saw Alberto, but I didn't see myself. I saw Natasha, but I didn't see Layla. I saw Fitz, but I didn't see David. I saw Richard Vaughn, but I didn't see Richard Brown last week. See, saw. Every day I see, yesterday I saw. Right? Okay. Ask me if I saw my mother last Christmas.
Did you see your mother last Christmas?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Ask me if I see my mother every Christmas.
Do you see your mother every Christmas? Every Christmas?
Sorry?
Every Christmas.
Right. Do you see your mother every Christmas? Yes, I do. I see my mother every Christmas. Ask me if I saw my brother last Christmas.
Did you see your brother last Christmas?
Yes, I did. I saw my brother last Christmas. Ask me if I see my brother every Christmas. Kyle, do you see your brother every Christmas? Yes. Yes, I do. So far. Yeah. But yes, I see my brother every Christmas. Right? Okay. Good. Now, Esther, we are going to practice with some numbers.
Okay.
And at home, people like numbers, right? Do you enjoy numbers? Do they enjoy numbers?
Yes, they do, sure.
Because probably most people are saying, yes, numbers. And then 10% are saying, oh, numbers. But it's important because numbers are something that we need for business, right? And we need for life in general. Numbers, we have to be able to read them, to interpret them, to understand them, and to use them. Numbers. Okay, so I will dictate some numbers. Esther will write them down. And at home, write them down. Write down the numbers, and then you can read them back. Okay? Okay? The first number, 231,169. And the second number, I will read three. Okay, the second number, 783,260. Did you get that?
Yes.
Perfect?
I think so.
Okay, the third number. Are you ready? The third number, 118,389. Okay, no problem, right? Easy, right? Okay, what's the first number, Esther?
First number is 200.
The first number is?
231,169.
231,169. Correct. Good. Now at home, did you get that number? Good job. Esther, the second number?
Is 783,260.
783,260. 60. Yes, correct. Very good. The third number?
180,389.
Oh, it was 118,000.
18,000.
Yeah, not 80, but 18. Da-da. 18. 118,389. There it is.
Yes.
Very good. Perfect. Okay, let's try one more number. Are you ready for one more number? The
Yes.
bonus number, the last number, 760,716. Ah, we're running out of time, Esther. Did you get it? What is it? Quickly, quickly. 760,716.
16.
16. Not 60, but 16. Did you get that right? I hope so. Okay, good job, Esther. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
You know, sitting here every day, I spend 3 hours here every day sitting in this white chair, and I don't move. Okay, it's very sedentary. My mind, no, my mind is active because I have to speak to you without any break. But the rest of my body is becoming atrophied, sitting in this chair. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Know what I mean? No? You don't understand? Well, I'll explain on camera number one. Let's change, please. Okay. Sitting here so many hours every day is bad for my health. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, sitting here, not moving, all right? I'm starting to get fat. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And when you start getting fat, then you don't feel good. You know what I mean, don't you? You know what I mean. Yeah. And when you don't feel good, then you start to have, I don't know, you start to feel a bit depressed. You get the feel, you know what I mean? Yeah, you get the feeling that you don't control your environment. You know what I mean? Yeah, it happens all the time. You know what I mean, don't you? Yeah, you know what I mean. And then, when you feel that you don't control your environment, el yo y mis circunstancias de nuestro amigo Ortega, and the circumstances are starting to take control of the el yo, of the me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Then you start to feel, you have a strange feeling that things are getting out of control in your life. You know what I mean, don't you? You know what I mean, don't you? You know what I mean? Yeah, these things happen. And then when these things happen, you begin to get more irritated. You begin to get irritated more often. You know what I mean? Yeah, and then you begin to snap at people. Snap. Or bark at people. And you hurt people's feelings without meaning to do it. You know what I mean? This happens all the time. You know what I mean, don't you? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Okay. To mean es querer decir o significar. Esta palabra, la palabra elefante means elephant. ¿Qué significa esta palabra aquí? What does this word mean, Vaughan? It doesn't mean anything. It's my name. To mean. All right? Now, otra forma de usar to mean, por supuesto, es lo hice sin querer. I didn't mean to do it. No tiene conexión con significados para nada. I didn't mean to do it. No fue mi intención. Now, tenemos una coletilla, una frasecita que usamos tan a menudo que ya se dice a velocidad del sonido. ¿Sabes lo que quiero decir? ¿Sabes lo que me entiendes? ¿Me comprendes? ¿Me explico? Aquí en España, en español, aquí en España decís mucho, ¿me explico? En inglés diríamos, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? ¿Sabes lo que quiero decir? You can say the same as well. ¿Sabes lo que quiero decir? ¿Me explico? ¿Comprendes? Do you know what I mean? Y es tan corriente que añadimos una coletilla después. Do you know what I mean, jelly bean? Jelly bean es una especie de dulce que la gente come. Jelly bean. Habita de gelatina. Jelly bean. All right. Do you know what I mean, jelly bean? Un poco como en español dices, ¿otra cosa mariposa? Okay. Yeah? Do you know what I mean, jelly bean? All right. Yes. Es así de corriente esta expresión. Do you know what I mean? Y antes cuando yo hablaba, no decía do you know, you know what I mean, dando por sentado, tú sabes lo que quiero decir, casi afirmando. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean, don't you? ¿Sabes lo que quiero decir? No. You know what I mean, don't you? Yes. This happens. Okay? When people, here in Spain, I have a problem. I'm a very punctual person. It's part of my genetic coding, okay, that I am punctual. I was born punctual, okay? I'm sure that when I was born, I said, enfermera, cortilla un cordón umbilical, que ya es momento. And she was late. You're late. Yeah, llegas tarde. I'm sure because I'm very punctual. Now, living in Spain and being obsessively punctual doesn't go together, okay? It just doesn't. Because Spanish people by nature are not punctual. Don't get angry with me. It's true. I know because I am punctual. 99% of the time I am on time or early. And 90% of that 99% of the time I have to wait. 5 minutes sometimes, 35 minutes sometimes, okay? Now, I start to get irritated. You know what I mean, don't you? You know what I mean. Maybe you don't want to know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? All right. I start to get irritated. And the more the time passes that I'm waiting, I'm having trouble staying awake. I'm a very busy person, high energy. And when I have to sit and do nothing and wait, I start to get sleepy, okay? And I start to get irritated. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know what I mean, all right? Se dice mucho esto. Do you know what I mean? All right? Now, teaching English, coming here every day and teaching you English, it's a long-term project. 9 months I come here every day and teach you every day. And it can get pretty tiring. You know what I mean, don't you? Yeah. Every day I have to go upstairs. I get here, walk upstairs, go to a special room, and there are 2 or 3 girls, makeup girls, Lydia and 2 other girls that are there. I said, hello, how are you doing? Fine. I sit down in a chair, and they begin to put makeup on my face. I'm starting to get tired. You know what I mean, don't you? Do you know what I mean? You know, you can start getting tired of the same routine every day. You know what I mean. I mean, do you suffer routine in your life? Is your life a constant routine? You know, you can start to feel depressed with a routine. Yeah, you know what I mean, don't you? You know what I mean, don't you? And then after they put on my makeup, they say, yes, da. And I say, fine, bye, thank you very much, see you later. The same things every day. It's starting to get me down. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. And then I come down here. I come in here, and nobody's here. I'm alone in the studio. And then Juanpa comes in to put on my microphone. It's the same thing. I have to put the microphone under my shirt, pull it up, and then he puts it on, and it's starting to get old. I'm starting to get tired. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? Okay. I think it's clear, the expression. I'll be back in a few minutes. All right. The expression, do you know what I mean, is used all the time. I remember in 1982, February 1982, I stopped teaching for 2 weeks to work as an interpreter for a delegación iraquí de Saddam Hussein. Yeah. In 1982, 5 people came to Spain from Iraq, the Ministry of Industry, to study Línea Blanca, refrigerators, freezers in Sanusi. All of them were wearing a watch with the face of Saddam Hussein. All of them. One of them spoke English quite well. And he always said, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? All the time. Every time, para comprobar, verificar mi comprensión, he says, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? It's used all the time. Understand? Do you know what I mean? Okay. See you in a few minutes.
Hello everyone, my name is Layla. Today, Esther is here with me. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Leila, and you?
I'm doing great, thank you. Are you ready to practice?
Yes.
Okay, at home, are you ready to practice? So today's class is, do you know what I mean? Okay, we use this a lot in English. We use it all the time, okay? But I will ask you several questions with it, okay? So what's today's expression?
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly, okay? So tell me you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Exactly, okay? Ask me if I know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean?
One more time?
Do you know what I mean?
Okay, yes, I know what you
Yes.
mean. Okay. Ask me if you know what I mean.
If I know. Do you know what I mean? No.
Ask me if you know what I mean.
Do I know what you mean?
Exactly. Okay, I was just trying to trick you there. Okay.
Yes.
Ask me if they know what you mean.
Do they know what you mean?
Do
Do they know what you mean?
Okay. One more time.
Do they know what you mean?
Okay, good. Now you're asking me a question. Okay, so you go ahead and use intonation for me.
Do they know what you mean?
Okay. What do you think? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so answer it.
Yes, they know what you mean.
Exactly. Okay, good. Ask me if I always know what he means.
Do you always know what he means?
Okay, now, was that a question?
Do you always know what he means?
Okay, yeah. Now remember to use intonation,
Okay.
okay? So in English it's very important because we don't have the accents like in Spanish, right? So ask me one more time.
Do you always know what he means?
Do you always know what he means?
Do you always know what he means?
Okay, good. What does she want to know? What do you want to know?
I want to know if you always know what he means.
Exactly. Okay, fantastic. Oh, I was trying to trick you there.
It's a
Okay.
tricky one.
Fantastic, fantastic. No, I don't always know what he means. Okay, the next one is a little challenging. Okay? All right. What do you do when you don't know what someone means? Okay, so imagine someone is talking to you and you don't understand. You don't understand what they're talking about, okay? So what do you do when you don't know what someone means?
I usually to ask him.
Careful, so I usually,
To ask him.
okay, so we don't use to. I usually ask,
Ask him.
Okay. so I usually ask him.
Ask
Now,
him.
in this case, if we don't know if it's a man or a woman, and we're talking about, like in this case, when someone means, we can use them.
Okay.
But I want you to give me the complete sentence.
I usually ask them
When?
when I don't know what they mean.
Exactly. Okay, so when I don't know. Start with when.
When I don't know what they mean, I usually ask them. Ask them.
Okay, good. All right. So when she doesn't know what someone means, remember the third person S there? When she doesn't know what someone means, she usually,
Ask them. Ask them.
okay, there you go, the third person. Okay. Ask me what I do when I don't know what someone means.
And what do you do when you don't know what someone means?
What do you do when? Ask me
What
again.
do you do when you don't know what someone means?
Okay, now the don't, okay? It's just the O and the U sound, don't, no. Okay, now
Okay.
say that one more time for me. All right, and use intonation, please.
And what do you do when you don't know what someone means?
Okay, good. All right, I do what everyone else does. When I don't know what someone else means, I just ask them to repeat. Okay, now what different things, when you don't know what someone means, what can you say?
When I don't know what someone means.
Exactly. What can you say? You can use, for example, the expression, I didn't catch that.
I didn't catch that.
Exactly.
I don't understand it.
I don't understand it. Okay, what else can you say when you don't know what someone means?
I don't know what you mean.
Exactly, directly. I don't know what you mean, right?
Mhm.
Because a lot of times if we ask, I didn't catch that, it's perfect to say it, right? But a lot of times the other person understands that you just didn't hear them,
Yes.
okay? So they'll just repeat it louder,
Yeah.
okay?
Mhm.
Do you always know what people mean?
No, I don't know. I don't always.
Perfect, okay.
I don't always know what people mean.
Mean people.
yes, people,
Okay,
yeah.
because why? Because you put you conjugated the
Yes.
auxiliary verb. Okay, so remember, if you conjugate the auxiliary verb, the main verb stays the same. We don't add the S. Okay?
Yeah.
Can you just repeat that one more time for me?
I don't always know what people mean.
Exactly, okay. What about with English? Do you always know what people mean?
No, I don't always know what people mean.
Okay. And in that case, what do you do?
I usually ask them. Ask them.
Okay, careful. What do you do?
I usually ask them.
Okay, exactly. All right. Do you always know what your mother means?
No, I don't always know what my mother means.
Okay. Do you have any siblings? I've never asked you. Do you have any siblings? So siblings is the word that we use for brothers and sisters. Okay, so we say siblings. Do you have any siblings?
Yes, I have one brother and one sister.
Okay, perfect. So you have one and one. Okay, so I have, instead of saying one, you can say I have a brother and a sister.
Okay, I have a brother and a sister.
Good, okay. When do you, or who is it easier for you to know what they mean, your brother or your sister?
Well, maybe my sister is easier for me to know what he means.
What she means.
What she means.
Okay, so in this case, we want to start with it. It's easier.
It's easier to me
to know what my sister means. Or it's easier for me.
It's easier for me to know what my sister means.
Okay, and it's not easy for you to know what your brother means?
Yes. It's easier for me to know what my brother means.
It's easier.
Yes.
To know what your brother means?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. All right. So, do you know what I mean? Okay, now, we also use this a lot at the end of a sentence. So we say something and then we like to emphasize it. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Okay, now use intonation for me.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Okay, yes, I know what you mean. Okay, good.
Okay.
So that's all the time that we have for today. So Esther, thank you very much. You did a great job.
Thank you.
And I will see you next time at home. Bye-bye.
Okay, left. Left has 4 letters. L-E-F-T, left. It's a very important word. Left is izquierda. Left. All right, left is a la izquierda del espectro político. Leftist, izquierdista. En la derecha y la izquierda. The right and the left. Left. Left also is the past tense of the verb to leave. Todos los días me marcho de aquí a las 3 y ayer me marché a las 3. Every day I leave here at 3 o'clock. And yesterday I left here at 3 o'clock. Sí, salí por la puerta izquierda. I left through the left door. Okay? So, and left also es lo que queda. Maria, there isn't any water left. Como siempre. No queda agua. There isn't. Digo, no hay agua literalmente dejada. Porque te dejo. Te abandono. I'm going to leave you. Yes. El amor de mi vida me dejó. Me abandonó. The love of my life left me. She left me for another man. I suffered a broken heart because she left me. But now my heart is mending. Puse remiendos. Now I feel okay. Let's go to camera 1 and continue with left. Okay? Left. Here, the pen... Maria, there isn't any ink left in this pen. I can't believe it. Maria has specific instructions that I need a pen that works. She has specific instructions to keep water in my cup. There isn't any ink left in my pen, and there isn't any water left in my cup. I have a problem. We still have 11 classes left. There are 11 classes left, but there isn't any water left in my cup, and there isn't any ink left in my pen. Now, I'm going to take out some pencils. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 8 pencils left. There are 8 pencils left. Take out one, put it down. There are 7 pencils left. Take one out, pass it around, put it down. There are 6 pencils left. I'm going to take one out and put it in my pocket. And now there are 5 pencils left. Quedan 5. Esa forma impersonal. Quedan 5. No he dicho me quedan o te quedan o nos quedan, personalizando, involucrándonos a nosotros en esta ecuación. He sido impersonal. There are 5 pencils left. Podría personalizar. We have, tenemos 5 pencils left. Con el verbo to have es cuando personalizas. I have, you have, she has, we have. Okay, I'll take one out, put it down on the table, and now there are 4 pencils left. I take one out, put it down on the table, and now there are only 3 pencils left. I'll take another one out, put it on the table or put it down on the table, and now there are only 2 pencils left. 2 orange pencils. Which one should I take out now? The one on the left or the one on the right? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, make him pay $50 every day. My mother told me to pick this one. I'm taking out this pencil, and now there's only 1 pencil left. There's only 1 pencil left, and I can't play eeny, meeny, miny, mo, but I'm going to take it out. Now, how many pencils are there left in the pencil holder, in the container? There aren't any pencils left. How many classes are there left in the basic program? After today, there are 11 classes left. How much patience, paciencia, is there left in your personality to continue studying English? Okay? I have a lot of patience left. Me pagan por ser paciente. Es increíble para un profesor lo paciente que puede estar. José, si le pagan. Okay? They pay me. No, do you have a lot of patience left? Okay. Is there any money left in the public treasury, Tesoro Público? Is there any money left? I don't know. Probably. There's some money left. Are there any Indians left in North America? Yes, quedan algunos indios. There are some Indians left. Yes. In North America. Not many. Maybe 2 million, 3 million. But yes, there are some Indians left in North America. Okay? Are there any conquistadors left in South America? No, there aren't. There aren't any left. Are there any Japanese soldiers left in the Pacific Islands? Probably not. But 20 years ago, they found a Japanese soldier ready, continue to fight, hiding, escondiéndose, in one of the Pacific Islands. He didn't know the Second World War had ended and he was still there. There was 1 soldier left. Now in my house, in the kitchen, yesterday when I got home, I opened the refrigerator. I was hungry. And I said to my wife, "Darling, is there any milk left?" And she said, "No, sorry, there isn't any milk left." And so I decided to make some toast. And I said, "Is there any butter left?" I said, "No, I'm sorry, there isn't any butter left." So, well, okay, so I decided to make bread with oil. No butter, oil. And I opened it, said, "Darling, is there any bread left?" She said, "No, there isn't any bread left." And I said, "Is there anything left?" "Solo mi amor, amor mío. That's the only thing left in this house. Love." I said, "Bueno, that's good too." Okay, toma un poco de eso. All right, so I had dinner last night in a very special way. Yeah, no food, because there wasn't any food left in the refrigerator or in the cupboard in the kitchen. But there were some other things left for me, and I devoured it. It was very good too. So, ¿cuánto queda? How much is there left? No queda nada. There isn't anything left. No queda nada si es plural. There aren't any left. No quedan lápices. There aren't any pencils left. Pero hay esperanza, queda esperanza. There's a lot of hope left.
Hello and welcome to Vaughan Inglés 4.0. My name is Alberto Alonso and I'm your teacher for today. That's right. I'm going to teach you a few things. We're going to review a few things and most of all, we're going to have fun. Lo vamos a pasar bien. Eso es, because if you're learning and you're not having fun, ¿qué? As you say. So we're going to learn and have fun. That's the objective. Okay? Are you ready? Now, I need you to do me a favor. Yeah. Oh, what favor? I need you to repeat everything we say aloud, en voz alta. Yeah, I know. Sé que te lo he dicho 20 veces, 20,000 veces. Pero es importantísimo. It's very, very important. So, with that, let's begin. I'll introduce you to my student. Ladies and gentlemen, a lovely, lovely student. Always a pleasure to work with her. Please welcome Pilar. Hello, Pilar. How are you?
Fine, I can't complain.
Ah, me has cambiado la respuesta. Qué bien. Can't complain. Eso lo decimos muchísimo. Ah, I'm fine. Can't complain. Porque siempre me decía, fine, and you? Y esto, sí, está bien, es correcto, es un estándar. Pero vamos a variarlo. So we'll look at different things that we can say when people say, how are you? Right?
Okay.
All right. So now, let me ask you this. Have you been studying?
Yes, I've studied a lot.
You've studied... Dímelo otra vez.
I've studied a lot.
Ahora, la D. Me faltaba un poco la D en la primera. I've studied a lot. I've studied a lot. Have you studied a lot this week? Have you studied a lot this year? I hope so. Okay. I'm watching you. You're watching me? I'm watching you. Yeah. Okay. Let's begin. We're going to look at some, how do you say vocabulario?
Vocab.
Ah, muy bien. Dice, le dije la abreviatura es vocab. Dame la palabra entera, es que quiero la U, quiero ver.
Vocabulary.
¿Qué? ¿Sabes lo que pasa? Vas bien con la U, pero ahora la segunda es B. No vocabulary, pero B. Vocabulary.
Vocabulary.
Perfect. Vocabulary. Vocabulary. Okay, good. The first word we're going to look at is letrero.
Sign.
Sign, sign. Muy bien. También es un verbo. ¿Qué significa si decimos to sign, el verbo?
Firmar.
Firmar. ¿Y cómo decimos la firma?
The signature.
Signature. La TU es
The signature.
signature. Muy bien. So, sign. There are many signs. Are there a lot of signs in Sol?
Yes, there are a lot of signs in Sol.
Are there a lot of signs in Times Square?
Times Square? Yes.
In New York City?
Yes, there are a lot of signs in Times Square.
Yeah, it's very distracting because you're driving in Times Square and you see television screens and signs and you can't concentrate on the road.
Okay.
Okay, number 2. How do you say enfermo? Ahora sabemos sick y sabemos ill, pero hay otra forma de decir, no me encuentro bien.
Yes. Unwell.
Unwell, qué bien. I'm a bit unwell today. How do you say pachucho? Do you remember?
But under the weather.
20 points, under the weather. And Maria knew that one too. So Maria, I know you're in the booth, está allí en el control. 20 points for you too. Okay, continuamos. How do you say suave?
Soft.
Soft, right? Soft, soft. Okay, the next one. What am I doing?
You're yawning.
Yawn. Es que eres un crack. I'm yawning. To yawn. Don't yawn in my class. Don't you dare. Que no se te ocurre. Don't you dare. Es cuando decimos que no se te ocurre. Don't you dare yawn in my class. Tell them.
Don't yawn in his class.
Thank you. Don't yawn in my class. Or Richard's or anyone's class. Don't yawn in class. Punto. Okay, the next one is habilidad. Habilidad. How would we say habilidad?
Skill.
Skill. Muy bien, skill. ¿Y una persona que tiene muchas habilidades?
Skillful.
50 puntos. ¿Qué
Yes.
quieres que te diga? What can I say? 50 points. Skill. Someone who has a lot of skills is a skillful person. Okay, now vamos a mirar el hay, el verbo haber.
Okay.
How do you say hay dos tazas en la mesa?
There are 2 mugs on the table.
Okay. How do you say ahora solo queda uno?
Now there's only one left.
Ah, muy bien, el left es que queda. So there were 2, I took one away, and there is one left. There is one left, right? Yes. Okay, voy a tomar ya que lo tengo en la mano. What was I doing?
You're drinking water.
Oh, no, this is actually whiskey here. This is not water. No, it's a joke. This is water. I'm drinking water. Okay, so now there are 2, how many books are there on the table? Vaughan books.
There are 2 books on the table.
Okay. How many books are there left on the table?
There are 1 book left. There is.
Ah, ok, porque nos has puesto un plural con un
Yes,
singular.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
so
There is 1 book left.
contráemelo.
There's 1 book left.
Okay, I'm going to put the book back. Let's take some of these. What are these?
There are pens.
They are. No, there are, right?
There are 3 pens.
Okay, no, but what are they?
What are they?
Yeah.
What are
Yeah.
they? They are pens.
Okay, they are pencils.
Ah, there are pencils.
Because this is a pen.
Yes.
These are pencils,
Yes,
right?
yes, it's
Cuidado con esta, muchos equivocan. They are, aquellos son. There are es hay. ¿Ves? Son parecidos, pero no tienen nada que ver. So, they are pencils. Okay, y luego, there are 3 pencils. Entonces, son
Okay,
diferentes verbos, ¿ves?
okay.
Y muchos confunden estos. Okay, so, there are, well, I'll ask you, how many pencils, vamos a decir que esto también. El logotipo, ¿lo veis así? There it is, Vaughan, yeah, okay. All right, now, how many pencils are there in my right hand?
There are 4 pencils in your right.
Okay, because on es esto, ¿no?
In your right hand.
There are 4 pencils in my right hand. How many pencils are left in my right hand?
There are 2 pencils left.
Yeah, good. There are 2 pencils left. Eso es que quedan, okay? Ask me how much time there is left. ¿Cuánto tiempo queda?
How much time is there left?
Okay, one more time, sin tanta pausa.
Okay. How much time is there left?
Okay, there's about 1 minute.
Okay.
There's about 1 minute because Thena, she just told me. She said, no, there's 30 seconds left. Miento.
Okay.
I'm lying. There's 30 seconds left que quedan. Okay, ask me how many classes are left after this one.
How many classes are left after this one?
There are many, many classes left after this one. So I recommend that you keep studying because we're going to keep teaching you more and more things. And you don't want to get left behind. We'll see you next time. Ciao.
Okay, class 184, we have finished another class, which means that we have only 11 classes left. To continue from the previous segment, we have only 11 classes left. Not bad, but the next 11 classes will continue to be full of English, full of grammatical dynamics, full of vocabulary, full of expressions, lleno de todo, full of everything. So please, no bajéis la guardia, todavía no. Don't let your guard down. We will take a long break after we finish the beginner section, but then you need to start the intermediate section too. Okay, there's a lot of things we have left to do. Don't forget that. See you tomorrow.